Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.
Be proud of who you are. We are as normal as the others.
Hey guys! Hello everyone. Today's video is all about Devyani. She's going to share a story with you. Hopefully it will inspire people, and I'm going to be behind the camera motivating her. So basically everybody thinks that Devyani is very confident in front of the camera, but the reality is she's passed a lot of hurdles to get where she is right now, and that is the story that Devyani will be sharing today. And Devyani, if you need anything, I'm behind the camera motivating you. So here it is. It's Devyani's day today.
What learning disabilities were you diagnosed with?
I was being diagnosed with dyslexia and dysgraphia.
What is dyslexia?
Dyslexia is a learning disorder which affects a person's ability to read, spell, write, and speak. It is a neurodevelopmental disorder. In layman's language, it's a loose connection in your brain's nerves.
When were you diagnosed as a student with learning disabilities?
I was diagnosed with learning disabilities in the 4th grade. I remember my class teacher, Miss Vadia, asking me to not give a dictation test during school, and she asked me to call my parents to school. It was a little scary because I did not know why she was asking me to not give the test. Later, when they spoke to the head teacher, they told my parents that I would need to go to Sion Hospital and undergo a few tests because the school thought that I had some learning disabilities.
What was the process of diagnosis like?
After the entire conversation that the head teacher, my class teacher, and my parents had, they asked me to go to Sion Hospital. There were various tests such as aptitude tests and IQ tests that were being conducted. There is a special panel of counselors which look into this. They judge you depending on your grammar, spellings, reading, and your pattern following.
How did you feel during the process?
I had been cornered by my classmates because I was going to Sion Hospital in particular, and that made me feel really awkward. The process got me a little nervous and there was anxiety within me. It was something new. Not everyone go through this. It was something new, that's what I will say.
Did this entire process make you feel low?
Yes, I did feel low at first, but my school counselors were so good that they did not make me feel out of place. I remember in 5th grade there was a time when I was selected as a main lead character in the play Mary Poppins. I was playing Jane Banks, and as soon as the director found out that I was dyslexic, he tried to replace me with another kid. But the entire counseling team of my school was so stubborn on keeping me as the main lead that they helped me by heart the entire script.
Especially Miss
In
Shubhangi.
primary section, Miss Sybil, during secondary, Miss Rosina, Miss Ramiza, all of these people from school have helped me so much, and I cannot thank them enough for what they have done to me today. I am here because of them.
How did you overcome the condition?
Well, there's nothing such as overcoming the condition. It's an ongoing process. Since school, I had been taking remedial training. Because of these remedial trainings, I did not even take tuitions because these teachers used to literally teach me everything. I would really want to thank Shampa ma'am, Carla Pinto, and Sonali teacher who used to come home, or maybe I used to travel to the classes for doing remedial training. It was really helpful because this remedial training helped me with my spelling corrections and reading and improving my overall language.
Do you relate yourself to the movie Tare Zameen Par?
Tare Zameen Par is a brilliant movie. I really love it. But the movie showcases an extreme case of having dyslexia. As a child, I never saw numbers and alphabets jumping around. I have developmental dyslexia, which is a phonological disorder.
What are the disadvantages of being a student with learning disabilities?
Well, to begin with, people humiliate you, people mock at you. Especially, I remember my classmates used to mock at me and point fingers at me just because I had a separate seating arrangement, because I got extra time, because I got a writer. I kind of was cornered by my classmates because of all these things. In fact, I remember while filling the forms for 11th grade, our class teacher came to us and told us, don't feel bad about this, but the Maharashtra government tags y'all as disabled. After a while, I literally started considering it my advantage instead of disadvantage. Like, you tell me who gets extra time or separate seating arrangement? Just by the way, with AC. The rest of the class used to give their exams in a hot classroom without ACs, and I used to sit in a very special place with AC. Anyway, getting back to the point, so I did not let it affect me and I did not take it as a disadvantage. I've always taken it proudly, and I am proud to be dyslexic. I am proud to have a learning disability.
Did you consider having learning disabilities as a barrier?
Yes, I did. I know after giving you all these big talks of how I am proud of being dyslexic and how I did not let what people speak about me affect me, it sounds weird that yes, I did consider it as a barrier. So let me put forth the truth. I never read. I hated reading. For many years, I did not read my textbooks as well. I used to make my auntie Dr. Anita Pardeshi read all my textbooks to me because I believed my hearing is better than my reading power, and hence I just put dyslexia between as a barrier every time I had to read anything. As a child, I had inculcated a habit of reading newspapers. I stopped reading. Stopped reading. I never even started. I never even began to read these books. My classmates used to sit with Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and I don't know which other fancy books. And here I was, oh no, I cannot read because I am dyslexic. But I am so grateful that in the year 2020, during the lockdown, there was a time where I picked up a book. Yes, I read a book. In September 2020, Jay Shetty came out with a book, Think Like a Monk, and I made sure that I read it. I read one chapter each day. I finished that book in 9 days. For the first time ever in my life, I read a full book. And then, within another 2-3 days, I read another 2 books. I couldn't believe it. It was not my dyslexia which was my barrier, but it was my thinking that I couldn't read because of dyslexia, which I made a barrier. I had to break it.
What do you want to tell families of students having learning disabilities?
Having a learning disability is not having a disease. We are as normal as others. Parents should support their children. As time goes by and by taking remedial training, our condition improves. It was my choice to not hide my learning disabilities from people, although it was attached with a lot of stigma and shame. I would want every child having learning disability to take it as a strength and not as a weakness. I'm not here to pressurize y'all to tell others that y'all have a learning disability, but I believe that you should have it as a badge of honor. For instance, I had a friend in junior college who had created an inferiority complex because of having dyslexia. After talking to him, I made him realize that you shouldn't behave because of what others think of you. So what if you have dyslexia? So what if you have dysgraphia and dyscalculia or any other learning disability? You shouldn't act and behave in a manner because there are others pointing fingers at you. Be proud of who you are. We are as normal as the others. Now it is your choice whether you want to hide from people for having a learning disability or stand up for yourself.
Special thanks to my parents Dr. Pradeep Gaud and Mrs. Tejaswini Gaud, my auntie Dr. Anita Pardeshi, the team of AF Pettit Girls High School, Ms. Balakrishnan, the principal, Ms. Durandar, the secondary section head teacher, Ms. Hemnani, the primary section head teacher, Ms. Vadia, my 4th grade class teacher, Ms. Ramiza, the head of the counseling department, Ms. Sybil, counselor of the primary section, Ms. Rosina and Ms. Shubhangi, counselors for the secondary section. Team of special educators, Ms. Shampa, Ms. Carla and Ms. Sonali. Please like, share, comment and subscribe.